Hello and welcome to the qualifying session for tomorrow's 6th round of the championship, coming to you at the Tricky Triangle at Pocono. 15 minutes around this 2.5 mile track. Some people say it's 3 corners, some people say it's 4 corners. Wonder if there's going to be people that's going to be downshifting and all. Especially, I think that's where they do it turn 3 and turn 4 where they downshift. Anyway, we've got some cars out on the track. And first out is Danny Wells. There he is. Yeah, Danny had a bit of a tough time at Papyrus a week ago. I mean, we have to talk about Papyrus. But before we talk about like where the drivers were and all that from a week ago, let's just talk about the main news that that came out of Papyrus last week. So Noah Hart was sent to the hauler, sent to the big red truck after his antics by causing 2 accidents, and the officials have slapped him with a 3 race probation. No points deduction though, which was good, but yeah, he needs to clean up his act after the incidents that he caused at Papyrus there. Also, too, I think we might see him actually out on the track, maybe. No, Jesse Turner, there he is. He's also serving a probation, but it's only for 1 race. That was because of the last lap incident, which he turned Jamie Smith around. But it was more of a racing accident. But obviously, the NASCAR officials and the CCS officials deemed it completely different. And Jesse Turner has been slapped with a 1 race probation. And we'll see if Jamie Smith is out on the track, because we did see him around in the paddock. He's actually just coming out on the track right now. But there is Jamie Smith. A little bit beaten, a little bit banged up. But I did see him walking about in the paddock area, serving a bit of a limp after the hard hits that he had last week. But other than that, he is still medically cleared to be racing. So there you go. There he is, with another different paint scheme for Jamie Smith as he just passes Nico Ketchum. The heartache from Nico Ketchum a week ago. For those that haven't seen, I mean, I said in one of the chats there that probably Papyrus is arguably at the moment the race of the season, and it was definitely no disappointment. It really was. For those that have not seen it, go watch it. It was an absolutely sensational last couple of laps, at least. That's when I had a sore throat and nearly lost my voice because of it. But yeah, anyway, that's enough looking at Jamie Smith. Let's have a look at some of the other drivers in through the field. Joshua Collard, he's not in last place in the points now at the minute, but he's 41st, so he needs to get a couple of good finishes under his belt. He has really struggled to fit in with this Pontiac. So we'll just keep an eye out and see what Josh can do then as the qualifying goes through on. Nico Ketchum, Levi McIntyre, the Las Vegas winner. He's currently 30th fastest. Behind him is Danny Wells, who took the pole and was the first car out of the race at Papyrus. There's Nathan Hudson, finished 3rd last week. Currently 4th fastest then for him. Nathan started in 12th a week ago. Oh, he's down to 6th place, so there's a couple of other drivers that have gone quicker. Chris Summers, he's back down to last in points. And he just drives around the outside of James Qualls. So you see there, this track has had a bit of a repave, and you can see that whole black bit there. That is where the grip is, basically. You're not going to go on the inside, because that's when you're going to lose a little bit out. So at the minute, Chris Summers is 35th. It's pretty much like Las Vegas, where the middle line was the better line. Here on this track, it looks like it is here too. James Qualls, I did see him, I think it was about 16 fastest. Now his times, his position's going down the pecking order, and he's not going to improve. Now, there's been a bit of a problem with that car. We have seen him, like, a few times that we've seen James Qualls at the back end of the pack. They haven't really figured out the little niggling problems that this car has. And I think the mechanics are still trying to sort it out, though. And I mean, it shows where he is in the championship. His teammate, though, Jeremy Tarkles, completely the opposite what's happening to Jeremy Tarkles. It feels like this is a Red Bull affair when the whole team's behind one driver, it seems. But I can assure you that is not the case. We have the pole sitter for the 500 behind the winner of the Daytona 500, Cody Lammers. 40th in the championship. He has really fell down. Well, in fact, these two have really fell down the order. You know, especially Charles Sanford after winning the Daytona 500 back at round 1. So far, Charles is 12th fastest. And Cody Lammers is 19th then for him. There's Jesse Turner on a 1-race ban. And there was the guy who showed a lack of impatience, especially in the last lap there. But I mean, I suppose you got to do what you got to do if you're on course to get your very first win in the CCS. And that was what Sam Oskin did, getting into the back of Nico Ketchum. Not once, but twice for the Chevrolet driver. And so far, he is in 25th position. And Jesse Turner currently is 24th. But the times keep tumbling down. Brant Tedesco, 37th fastest then for him. There is the man that's second in the championship. And again, the top two in the championship have pulled by about another 20 points over the guy that's now in 3rd place coming into this race, which is Diego Ospina. So it's now 120 points between this guy, Christian Martin, who sits 2nd in the race, in the championship, to Ospina in 3rd. Fitzwater is in the lead by probably by about 2 points or so. And now is Ry Hayden. 13th fastest then for him. And yet again, another race, another livery for Ry. Nathan Ormond. He's also feeling a little bit the effects from last week, because he was the one that took a hard hit from the spinning Jimmy Smith, or couldn't avoid him in time. They're just making their way through the tunnel turn right now. Nathan is 28th fastest. There's the man that's 3rd in the championship, Diego Ospina, 35th for him. Michael Norman of a new livery. He's 11th fastest for him. He was pretty much in the top 10 the majority of the race before he fell out of it late on in the race, finishing in 12th position. Daniel Voiles, 4th fastest for him. Behind him is Jessica Shelton. She is up to 9th place. We did see her in 30th, but she's up to 9th. And behind him is Cole Diva, and he is 7th quickest. Trent Dunham, 40th. Kyle Matthews had his best time at Papyrus a week ago. Did his best finish there and his best qualifying there. Qualified 7th, finished in 5th position. Qualifying has been a bit of a problem for this 2014. So hopefully he's not going to be pretty much around the danger zone where he's at so far. He pretty much is at the minute. 25th fastest for him. Went to the second half of qualifying. Don't have a clue who's on pole position. Haven't checked really. Richard Johnson, he was battling up front for a while before a wreck middle on in the race hampered his chances. And behind him is RJ Bishop. RJ cracked the top 10. And there is the guy that we're all talking about. Oh, Levi McIntyre has the pole position as he just comes out onto the pit lane. We were just about cutting to Noah Hart, the guy that's in trouble at the moment with the officials. There he is, serving a free race probation. And Noah Hart currently 37th fastest for him. Behind him, Matt McIntyre, 34th. Started off the season quite well. He's kind of dipped in form prior to this. as they go through turn 3, I think that is. Yeah, that's turn 3, isn't it? Trek Torga, who was third in the championship before Papyrus, got involved in the second caution wreck that ended his chances of finishing well and fell down the championship order. Matt McLean, who finished second a week ago, he is 13th. Carson Gum now has the slowest time, as both Tackles and Jamie Smith are in the pit lane. We did see some other drivers and all. Yeah, there he is. There's the championship leader. There he is, Zachary Fitzwater. He is 23rd at the minute. Behind him is Nick Gunther, who runs 16th for him. Now, this is a team that is actually really been struggling these a good few races now. The 55 and the 33, it's just not clicking together for that team. Andy Petrie's getting a bit of cause for concern for both of them drivers that they're not performing under him. So both of the drivers need to get that act together. They're way down in the championship. And I mean, don't forget, when these two drivers, they started on the pole for the first 2 rounds of the championship. Cody at Daytona and Nick at Auto Club. And it's just gone downhill since, really, for the team. But so far at the minute, like I said, Nick is currently 16th fastest and his teammate is 29th fastest. Noah Carson, 26th. Stefan Papier starts on the he's provisionally on the outside front row in that new livery for him, the old purple livery. Stefan's actually strong suit has been qualifying. He's been qualifying really well. Not so much at Papyrus. He qualified 18th. And there's a guy that I also need to talk about who did, superbly well at Papyrus. Is this guy, Stephen Colon. What a sensational rookie he's been so far in the CCS. He started dead last at Papyrus and finished in a 10th position. So what an effort that was then for the Mellon Racing driver. West McCall, 9th fastest. Danny Wells into 3rd fastest for him. So it's an all Ford front row and Danny Wells is 3rd quickest. So it's a Ford, 1, 2, 3. Anthony McCrory, 38th fastest for him, basically by himself. Carson Gum still has the slowest time. He's got his teammate Nico Ketchum behind him. Joshua Collard is 21st. Nathan Hudson is 10th quickest. Dylan Young, who's on the pole a week ago, was the first car to retire. And he is in the 5th position. So a lot of Ford drivers then really up at the front. There's the guy that we need to talk about, Seth Cole. What a finish that was there for Seth. He says that car must have gave him good luck. So he's decided to use this race car yet again. I mean, like I says, if anyone that hasn't seen last week, I mean, what a last lap it was. I mean, it was a battle between Nico Ketchum. It was a battle between Nico Ketchum and Sam Osgood for the win. Both of the drivers have never recorded a CCS victory in their career. Well, Nico's a rookie. Sam isn't really a rookie. He has raced previously in the CCS. And, I mean, it was getting tense at the start of the lap when Sam got into Nico Ketchum, but they kept it going. And then in the last corner, Sam decided to do it again. Nico sort of lost the rear end and, caused a bit of smoke for that to happen. And, they both lost momentum. And Seth Cole was running 3rd at the time, passed both of them across the line to take the victory. What a finish it was as well. But, I mean, the pass he did on Matt McLean as well was sensational. Went around the outside and just drove it in there, drove it really deep, and it paid off. And that's how Seth managed to get his yet another win in the CCS. So far, still 16th fastest then for Seth Cole. James Qualls still trying to sort out his qualifying issues. Says here he is currently 28th at the minute as for him. As we're coming down then with 90 seconds to go. I think we've gone through every driver, I think, as I can see. Charles Sanford, 20th fastest. Brian Tedesco, 37th. Ray Hayton, 17th. There's Christian Martin. He's 21st. 48.870 for the guy that comes into this race. 2nd in the championship. Only a couple of points off of Zachary Fitzwater. But over 120 points over Diego Spina in 3rd place. So if both Christian Martin and Zachary Fitzwater have a bad race, they're still going to be in the top 3 in the championship. Anyway, into the last minute then of qualifying here at Pocono for round 6 of the championship, which will be shown tomorrow. Let's see if we can go through more drivers then. Nathan Norman 34th. Michael Norman 6th place then for him. Trying to break the Ford domination so far in qualifying. There's the guy that is third in the points. Diego Ospina, 19th now for him. Any improvement on Zachary Fitzwater? He's up to 25th now. So not really a slight improvement then for him. There's Nico Ketchum then running in P11 as we got down to 15 seconds to go. Nick Gunther's up to 18th now, so Nick has improved. Let's see if he can improve the race as we see tomorrow. As there you can see at the bottom there, 0 seconds, so qualifying is now ended. So these drivers will do their last laps. Any improvement? No, not an improvement for Nick, not an improvement for the championship leader. Someone has just come out onto the track, and that was Stefan Papies. Didn't really need to. I mean, his qualifying now is now officially done. As Carson Gum improves to 38th. We did see him has the slowest time. And there you go. Yeah, we've got 14 seconds to go. Just waiting, we'll take it to 10 seconds and then we'll pause it. And just like that. So there you have it. The end of qualified. And as you can see, Levi McIntyre, the winner from Las Vegas from 3 weeks ago, is going to start on the pole position. 5 thousandths quicker than Stefan Papies. I mean, Levi's already in the All-Star race. He's just made it a lot more, he's just confirmed it even more by starting on the pole. Stefan Papies will be alongside him. And then another Ford with Danny Wells in third. Then it's the first of the Pontiac drivers, Daniel Voiles. Dylan Young will start in P5 and he'll be alongside Michael Norman. Cole Diva got 7th place. Good job for him. He's not doing well in the championship. I think he's like 30th or so in the championship. So hopefully he'll do a lot better what he did a week ago. Well, he started up there, but faded towards the end. Jessica Shelton will start 8th. Wes McCall 9th. Nathan Hudson, 3rd place last week. He will start P10. His teammate Nico Ketchum just missing out at Papyrus. He will start 11th. And Jeremy Tackles. So really a lot of Ford drivers then effectively in the top 15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Ford drivers in the top 15. That's pretty dominant, I have to say. Stephen Colon then is 13th, Matt McLean 14th, RJ Bishop 15th, Ry Hayden 16th. The winner last week, Seth Cole, improved. He goes up to 17th, and he'll be alongside Nick Gunther. Diego Ospina 19th, 3rd in the championship. And the Daytona 500, Charles Sanford finishing in 20th position. Christian Martin, 2nd in the championship. He's 21st, tied on the times with Joshua Collard. He's 22nd. Richard Johnson, 23rd. Dylan Bolte, 24th. And then on row 13, that's where you find the championship leader, Zachary Fitzwater. Kyle Matthews in 26th. And then on row 14 will be the Pontiac of Noah Cars and James Qualls. Like I said, still trying to sort out the qualifying issues they have with that team. Trent Torger will start 29th, and he'll be alongside Samet Ozkan on row 15. Cody Lammers and Jamie Smith will start row 16. Don't forget, Jamie Smith is a beaten and banged up driver. Jesse Turner on a 1-race probation. He will start 33rd. Nathan Ormond will start 34th. Row 18 will have Chris Summers and Matt McIntyre. Brant Tedisco, Carson Gum, and then Brandon Ross and Andy McCrory will be row 20. And then on the final row, Noah Hart, who is serving the first of his 3 races on probation, and Trent Dunham. Everything not going well, unfortunately, for Trent, as he qualified 39th last week at Papyrus. So there you have it. Congratulations then to Levi, back again at the front. Well, you're just going to have to stay tuned for tomorrow to see what happens in the race itself. I believe it's going to be 40 laps around Pocono. I believe it is 40 laps. So basically 100 miles is what they're going to be racing with. So let's see who's going to come out, and we will have, will we see 6 different winners in the first 6 races, or we will see a repeated winner. Levi McIntyre is in that position at the moment. So can he be the first driver to do that? But until then, we'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget, give this qualifying a like. Maybe leave a comment as well. Don't forget, we've got a Discord group now for the CCS. Join that if you're more than welcome to join it if you want to. And we'll see you again tomorrow for the race itself. Bye-bye.